All right. Let's see here. Get my chart up for you guys. Okay. All right. So let's just look at the morning where we are now. 1:16 Eastern time. VIX lost the 18 and a quarter. All right, into the new candle. It's the 10 o'clock candle. So 10 a.m. opened underneath it, back tested slightly, and then it's coming down a little bit. It's not aggressively moving, but then again, it's not. I'm not really seeing a whole lot of action today, anyway. But just to get our eyes on the VIX in terms of how it's affecting everything right now is very minimal. So VIX is not. It's suppressed a little bit from what's going on, and it's not causing any kind of performance in the market that's giving me any concern. But here we are on the candle that we had prior pre-market and into 10 o'clock here. That reset back down, back test of the 4-hour 9. We did end up actually continuing to keep the 4-hour 9 on a downward trend. It's still at around 45 degrees negative. The 10 a.m. candle is back testing from below the 4-hour 20, and we are in compression. So you can see both these candles in compression. The push higher was brief. It did not exceed the overnight on the. This is a 6 a.m. candle here. Did not exceed the 6 a.m. candle as of yesterday. And we are continuing to sit in the middle of the zone here. So we're not lower or higher than yesterday. We're right smack in the middle and in between the SMAs that are inverted and compressing. Now, there's two types of compression that we look at when we're doing this, which is coiling compression, where we're coiling to go up, and then we have consolidation compression, where we're consolidating the move, and then we could also go up or we could lose it. And what I'm seeing here is not necessarily coiling compression that we want. What I am seeing here is broken trend and kind of indecision. So the fact that this compression isn't yielding a SMA move, and we're just kind of staying here in the spot in a very tight candle range, gives me a little bit of pause of what's happening here, and it relays over here into what I said this morning, which was concerns about continuing to go up because because of where we are, because of the reaction to that news, and kind of trying to spell out our day here as we go. The one thing I can say though that the SPY has done is it did keep the 4-hour 9, back tested it perfectly. It's trying to on the bounce right now, right around VWAP here. And losing a little bit of steam, but the verdict's still out on this. I think the second candle is going to keep us kind of in the same spot, if not down, and create a little confusion here. Now, this plug yesterday that we got that went down to 769, could look at this as a riser to push this candle higher, and we do have a higher high, so there is support for that, which is also adding to the confusion. But I don't see it that way. I don't see the news, the catalyst today giving us any real action there that's going to be supportable. Looking for tomorrow's sorry, I need to filter out all of this crap on my Catalyst feed here. So Thursday we have PPI again, 8:30. So we've got tomorrow morning. We've got some more news here to push out. I don't think that it's going to be terrible. I think we're going to see PPI come in flat or slightly better, but I don't think that's going to affect the market in such a positive way either. I don't think it's going to be enough to give us a big push. Um, and you can see kind of the run and the just the pullback on the news. The news just didn't do it here. inflationary support for earnings is not there. For earnings, for interest rate reduction is not there. Interest rate increase is not really there either. But the market is floundering because we are so close to the top and we have so many other issues that we're trying to resolve. Nvidia has given the market definitely something to chew on when they're going to be investing in the companies that are buying their product. You weren't allowed to do that, I don't think, in early late 90s when I was at the desk. But anyway, so I'm not sure exactly how that's going to lay out in this, but ultimately AI will push up and those companies will be able to buy through. But we may have a little sector here of time frame of this pullback, which is what I'm kind of looking at. Here's the daily on SPY. You can see we rejected the little trend that we were in. Not a big motion here, but I do suspect that we'll lose this 4-hour 9. Let the daily come in and give us some support into here, and then we'll find out if we hold that daily. Then we will try to retest back up into these levels. If we do not, then we'll hit the curtain here, and then possibly look to backtest the bottom of the channel in the range over here, which will be right where the weekly 9 is by the time we get to Monday of next week. All right, so Q's adding a little conflict to my thoughts. Did rise above 727. It's currently 724.93. My desired level is 70.26. So it didn't drop, but it didn't run up here either. So again, more of this kind of like double top meandering levels. If I just look at this candle and pretend this one closes here, you can see we've got that level there. If I also look at the bottoms of all of this, I can see kind of a small flag forming in here as well. And that's par for the course for Qs right here. I do think, again, that we're going to see that pullback and be able to turn that into something actionable for us in the short term. So that's what I am waiting for right now. NVIDIA, again, bounced off its high, just under it, and is trying to recoup at that level here. We have the 12 noon candle here on the 24-hour, and excuse me, and supports are coming into place here, so that's all fine, but you can see the consolidation range in here. I don't expect anything to push us higher. Manufacturing PPI can definitely give us a little bit of a push if it happens, but I don't, if it happens to indicate potential rate adjustments, but I have a feeling the dollar and the strengthening of the dollar will cause a little bit of market disruption as we carry on. All of this is subject to the continuous geopolitical part, which I skipped. Oil here, 82. So still at the higher end of the range. There's concern here with oil. So that's one of the other driving factors that we have to keep on an underlying basis. Soxel, it's like I said, it's not a short, it's not a long, it's just kind of a flat. I think we did the right thing here. We are still underneath the trend line. We still haven't toppled the high here. We did set a new one for, did set a new one for today, for the week even. But the growth here is all going to depend on whether or not we can hold, Soxel can hold the 4-hour 50 here, which is roughly 143.50. So right in that range here. Obviously, we're floundering around it. I don't want that range to be your pick for the run. If we do go up, our target is going to be the weekly 9 up here. But what I'd rather see us first is let's get a back test down. Let me get some strength in that back test. We're going to see a red candle here at some point. Let's see that. If we get back down to the monthly 9 and the 120s, then I'm going to stay. We're probably going to see the 100. See there. And you guys wanted to find the floor. Let me show you the floor on this other chart for Soxel on the daily. So again, we lose this this level here, which is 144, 143 and a half. We come back down to support here where daily 9 is. We will lose the daily 9. The daily 9, again, it's not our super fighting force daily 9 like it is on a lot of other tickers. This one, because of the leverage in the index, tends to get pushed aside sometimes. Monthly 9 is a much stronger number here for us, level for us. So 121, 122 here. So getting that push back down could bring us down to these levels. At these levels here, we start to find our support range again and our resistance. So this is what I'm looking for. I don't think we see anything lower than what we had. I think that was 86 or 88. I don't think we see that low again. I think we're probably looking down into this range, and then we get our push. But we could also have some consolidation here for a little bit too. So I'm not in a rush for this. I do say we still get to these 210s, 230s. We see a 2 in the front of a 3-digit number for Soxel again very soon, but not this week. And we need to just be cautious here for our entry. Um, Trying to see what I'm missing here. So MU is kind of the biggest push here. Um, this is the one that we're looking at. It's right at the breakout range. This is the range I was talking about this morning, looking for us to see if we can actually take it and hold it. If it doesn't, then we're going to back test. So we need to literally close above this pink line, and then that will push everything, Soxel and AMD, as well as NVIDIA and the rest in the cohort, up a little bit. But you can see the struggle we're having here. So that struggle is the concern that I've had, and trying to see, and this is what I had forecasted for this morning, was the difficulty in being able to topple out on that 931 number. See if we can take it. Weekly 9 will also provide a rejection. That rejection will provide the potential back test here as well. So not bullish on any of this, not bearish either. Just trying to get through this consolidation period here, looking for a nice back test so that we can get in on a bigger run like we did at the end of July. I think we're going to have an opportunity similar to that, although not as low, and that's where we can, compound returns and continue a push up. CRDO on the run, which is great. We are now almost at the top of the range. We are here at 271. This is the 271. The formal breakdown from the highs was 287.64. So 287.64 is going to be our first take on setting new levels. And it looks like we're going to try to test that potentially this week. Either way, getting what I say every day. We have 23 points today and a range of approximately, yeah, that's basically the range too. A little bit more on the range, but not much. So a 23-point range for trading today, and the 24-hour 9 in support already of today's range. So that's good. So this is looking very well. We need to again just be a little bit cautious here. I like the day trading range of this. This will collapse with the market if we do get that pullback that I'm looking for here. So that's going to be our buying opportunity for this. Remember, there's strength in all of these names, and they all are going to be better and bigger and higher than they are now. Our concern is just making sure that we can get in. Instead of keeping red accounts, we get in at the best opportunity to sort the green accounts. So here was my CRDO entry here. This is what we were looking for, back in on the trend line. So if you're in, this is a great spot to stay above, as long as we can hold that pink trend line there. It's going to give us a big boost here for this. Again, pullbacks are going to happen. 4-hour 9 on the RTH, almost at the trend line. That will be our formal support of it. I don't think we'll see a battle for that when it comes, but we're also getting within range of ATH 308.67. So just keep that in mind here. Really, really nice formation on this. It's actually a super clean chart. So that's one of the reasons why I think you guys should enjoy trading this one. It's expensive on the contract side, but for a reason. And the reasons are all here. So back tests that hold the trend line here will be invaluable, because they will give us that confirmation of trend, and then everything from here forward can be based upon that as well. And we look for exits on losing that line again. It'd be real superstructure for Credo. AMD. Yeah, AMD's somewhat flat here today. It's like I said, this one wasn't going to be doing a whole lot today, and we got exactly as expected to this. If anybody has any questions on AMD and wants to go into more detail, let me know. But this is lagging everybody else today, and we'll have to see if we can get the push with MU. Tesla was actually looking for the push here. We collapsed. So Tesla with a nice little collapse here for the morning, pushing us down into the 320s, and looking and found support at the daily 9. Perfect back test of the daily 9. This was a nice little buy here at the daily 9 bounce. And I would continue to hold that as your floor here as we continue up. Perfectly giving us a nice little trend. I'm just going to move this one the other way here. A nice little growth trend. This is a nice trend line here for growth for Tesla. And again, I don't think I was looking for this direction this morning. It's definitely the other way. Um, and looking for that. I'll get to you in a second, MHM. We'll pile back into that. SpaceX wasn't, again, the AI announcement for the other thing, just adding more hype to humor here. So let it continue to do its thing. That's why didn't want to add, because I knew things were going to be a little crazy here with that. Just going to hold off and see where we get on there. Apple definitely said this wasn't going to survive today. It's going to have some difficulty. So down at a low of 300. 300 is a break point for Apple. I do believe that today's destruction for Apple is over. We do need to look out for tomorrow, though. We are on a declining scale. It's cascading down, and I don't see that ending right quick yet. Same thing with Google, actually, in the same cascading fashion. So uh, all the megas are taking a little bit, except for some of the chips, and I think we're going to continue to see that for the rest of the week. Tomorrow will definitely give us a key indicator on how that's going to push through. Meta, same thing. Full on back test, blew through the daily 9, weekly 9, 4-hour 9, everything. Down here, found support um, at the breakout range here, and so we need to keep our eyes on this one a little bit. This is not going to recover today or tomorrow, and it will it will continue to add to the down pressure that we're seeing in the market here as well. And don't think that just if these weren't there that the market would run up, because it wouldn't. All right, let me pop back over to Soxel here and show you why I am concerned with. I did say this morning, actually, if you want to sell out calls on Soxel. Selling calls on Soxel here does a couple things. One, obviously, you can create a nice little revenue stream here for that. You can push yourself out into the next pop, so you're forced out, which is also a good thing. So I'm not against it. It'd be hard to be against it with my position on this right now. I actually kind of like the idea of selling calls here. Um, it's not our high, but if you gain that momentum with the shares that you sell at a higher level, then you've taken the gain, you've got your premium, so you get kind of a double bag on it. Yes, you're out, but then that we just wait for the next run to come down. So on the other end of the stick is if Soxel goes down, then obviously you keep that premium and look for better entries on the bottom, and you can average down on your shares as well. So yeah, selling calls is not a bad idea at all. MU, not so much. I worry about selling calls on MU because I think it could reach on its own. It could break on its own. But if you're careful with it and you're okay rebuying the shares on the back test, waiting for that back test, then yeah, I don't think we're going to get too much more than maybe we're up 60 points today. So if you lost 20 or 30 points on a run up, it really wouldn't matter. And plus, you make pretty good money on the premium. So I guess actually that would be a safe move too. Makes a lot of sense. So yeah, you'd have my support on that one as well. That makes some good sense for that MHM. All right, let me just spot back here. So here we have the new candle for SPY, and that looks like what I said. It's not going to be super exciting today. Kind of slow. All right. Anybody have anything else? MHM, I know you're typing, so I'm going to give you a chance to do there. And I don't see, like I said, I don't see a whole lot of activity here. Tomorrow morning, again, we're going to get some more news, and we'll have to we'll mitigate all that and go through that there. Move this over. All right, MHM, I'll wait for your call. I'm just going to stop the let the recording go so that I can.